Hey everybody, it's Patty. And I have a very special announcement to make. I have put in my notice at my current cashiering job. My notice is for October 10th, and I will be resuming my travels on October 12th. And my first stop is Olympia, Washington for Olympia Zine Fest, and I am very excited about it. As a forward-thinking thing, I am planning on coming back to Minneapolis, Minnesota because this is the best place to get dental. So I will return somewhere between April and July. So the latest I'll come back is June. The earliest I'll come back is April. But I'm kind of considering staying in Arizona through May because Phoenix Comic Con is the last weekend in May this year. And hopefully it's not boiling hot like it was last year. And I can either come back up here in April and be here for May Day, or I can be around awesome cosplayers at Comic Con. And Comic Con is a huge event. It's a 4-day event in Phoenix: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And last time I was at Comic Con, I had an amazing time. I don't expect it to be the exact same thing, and of course I wouldn't want it to be. But I'm planning on this just to be awesome. It is winter travels. I will most likely be on low funds, but hopefully not totally poor like I usually am. I have definitely invested my time into cyber begging, and I'm going to try to save money as best I can because I, have very little funds to work with as it is. And then I'm going to try to save money to make the fall more cushioned, I guess, and get back up here in due time. I'm still going to be a Minnesota resident. I'm not closing all my affairs. I'm going to keep my health care and stuff open since I know I'll be back because this is the best place to get dental. Like, I can't beat this stuff with a stick. They do like braces and stuff up here. I don't know if my Medicaid will cover it, but this is a very working class place because this is a very farmer area. So people work with you. Like, they'll hook you up with a payment plan. Like, as long as you have a job, you can get a payment plan, and hopefully it won't be too big a dent. But I do know that is an option. I went to Olympia, and I'm just skipping all around the place. So back to that. Olympia and Tucson are my only planned stops. Other two places that are possible are Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Phoenix, Arizona, depending on how I feel at that time. Another place that I could stop in for a little bit is Portland, Oregon, or Eugene, because I will already be up there. Seattle I'm kind of iffy about. I can pass through it and be just as well. But I've heard that it's beautiful up there, so I am definitely looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to something different. That's what I'm always about, being different and change. Like, I need change. And there have been for all the things that have happened here, they've all been relatively the same. Like, there's always something going on at the house. I'm a cashier, so I meet a lot of different people at work, but I'm standing in the same spot all day. Just a whole bunch of monotony and repetitiveness, and repetitiveness has actually come to hurt me. I've already talked about the varicose veins and the confirmed carpal tunnel in this hand right here. And I already know, human beings, we aren't meant to do the same thing. That's why we have repetitive stress injuries. We aren't meant to do the same thing like that. And the issues that have gone on with the co-op, which I'm now willing to more put aside because the employees have initiated change, and I know that the union will be better for everyone. So I don't really go so much into that anymore these days, but there are definitely my own work-related issues that I have. I already know the jobs that I'm going to apply for when I come back. I might reapply for the co-op, I might not. I'm definitely going to apply for a different co-op, and I'm definitely going to apply for a place that I know is always hiring cashiers. Will I go back to Cub Foods? Probably not, because I didn't necessarily feel safe there. There are plenty of stores with way better layouts than Cub than to have the customers be able to be right next to the cashiers behind them. There are places that mostly clothing stores, mind you, but still places that have the cashiers in a row or something, but like anything that would not excuse a customer being right behind a cashier. And the people at Cub are quite rowdy, so having that space open like that is dangerous. So I already have places planned out where I'm going to apply when I get back. I might not come back into the house right away before I have secured employment or at least some interviews to know that I'll be able to pay rent before I come back. But that also depends on how I feel by the time I get there. Even though I sound very much off into the future, I'm already thinking about when I come back before I even leave. I have definitely have developed this block around this time of like, all right, this is what I plan to do. I plan on doing Olympia and Tucson, but there's so much of that, like, I know better than to try to predict that. Like, I'm not looking for a place to live anymore. I have my place to live here. So I am completely open to adventure. And I'm excited about it. I'm so excited. I'm excited for some change. I'm excited to see something new. I'm excited about all this shit. I just can't. And then I have a more structured set of possibilities when I come back because I've already live here. I might be able to come back to the house, but I don't know what that looks like because someone else's situation affects that as well. Where am I going to keep my stuff and where's my mail going to go? I'm not sure yet. All that's pretty up in the air right now, but things will be more settled in October before I go. But right now I'm definitely looking forward to it. I put in notice, even though an absence of leave was brought up by a housemate. And what an absence of leave does is gives them a time to expect me back, even though it doesn't guarantee I get my position back. So really I'm putting a limit on myself by taking a leave of absence rather than I'm quitting, but I might be back, who knows? Because if the position's not guaranteed anyway, and I'm going to be gone for what I know to be over 3 months, then to me there's no point to that. At the same time, a leave of absence could keep my accounts open even though my position isn't guaranteed. Now I'm not fully sure how that works. Because if I'm technically not there and I'm going to be gone for a long period of time, my things could possibly stay open even though I don't work there anymore. I would rather not go through any more bureaucracy because that would just put more stress on me. And let's say I do give them the time to expect me back and I don't fulfill that, well then I look bad. So me being careful about where I put my word, I'm just going to fully quit instead of take a leave of absence. For all of the things that I said about working at Cub definitely had its pros along with its cons. And for all the things that I said about the co-op that I didn't like, specifically towards me, I definitely made healthier choices. I'm into a lot of new stuff. Like the Good Day chocolate. Yep, that's better. And I do like a lot of aromatherapy stuff now. And I have this. And I have like plenty of lotions. And we get it, like, particularly at the co-op that I work at, we get damaged goods for free. Like, losses go to the employees. And I've discovered plenty of new things, plenty of old things that are new to me, and I've definitely made an overall healthier lifestyle for myself. I'm on plenty of like supplements, and I definitely feel good about what I've been doing with that. And the repetitive stress injury those are things that accumulated over time that very well started with Cub in a much lesser situation where I was able to take care of myself like I am now. So I'm definitely thankful to have worked there and to have had that opportunity, but it is time for me to move on. I feel like a lot of great people have moved on from the co-op. A lot of people that were there when I first started that I really liked for their own set of reasons have gone. And for some of those reasons, I started to resent working there, but certainly not all of them. One person went to Korea. I don't know why they went to Korea, but they went to Korea, and they were definitely one of the shining stars of the co-op. Another person got burnt out, as is the nature of the beast. Another person got a job in their field. Actually, there are a lot of people that left that got jobs in their study field, and that's great. And of course, some people left to go back to school. Well, people come and go back to school, and some people are great. So there's not so much, but great people left to go pursue other, more greater desires. And I am so happy and proud to have met them and to be able to get to know them and to let them be able to get to know me. And reciprocal, interdependent relationships was awesome. And I don't know if I'll ever see them again. I don't know if they'll be back. Well, one person, of course, has come back a few times to shop because that's the nature of a store. But the other person I went to Korea, probably not so much. And then, of course, like, while I'm out, there's plenty that could happen to me. Like, maybe I like Tucson and I want to stay there and I have a way to withstand the heat or something. Or maybe I consider staying in Olympia rather than coming back here. And so many things that could go on with that, really. But it all remains to be seen, and that is what's beautiful about life. It's full of change, and I am definitely going to initiate positivity. And I'm also going to start cyberbegging, of course. So I'm going to have to learn how to really promote and advertise myself. We'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, I love you all, and take care of each other. And focus on interdependence instead of independence, because if we didn't have other people, we wouldn't have shit, okay? So, take care. Bye. Pappy out.